That free throw good from Gasol.
Pau Gasol was the #3 pick back in 2001. He managed to average 18 and 9 his first season, was Rookie of the Year, became a perennial All-Star. There's no way his younger brother Mark, who was a second-round pick, could ever match up to that, right? Not so fast, people. Mark's pretty good, too.
Shots good from Butler.
And they're just raining threes on both ends.
Boy, I love the answer. You come at me with the three, I'm coming right back with my own triple.
The finish. Oh, wow.
Tell you what, he's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Absolutely insane with that dunk.
Well, now they're starting to rub it in, aren't they? Have build up a lead, and here we go, folks. It's showtime.
That was a Kodak moment right there. The more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys on the ropes.
Offense, the order of the day as the first quarter comes to a close. And Kevin Durant, always in the gym, always working to improve. We asked him where that inspiration and passion originated.
It comes from me being 8 years old and me just saying I wanted to be the best player. You know, first off, at 8 years old, you want to be the best player in your neighborhood, and that's where it comes from. Just always want to be the best, and no matter where I'm playing at. And if I keep working each and every year, I've gotten better. You know, if I continue to just keep working, I've seen improvements.
Year-by-year improvements until he became the best player in the league and won an MVP. Now the challenge, Greg, is to get back to that level after the injuries. Obviously, I think we all feel it is possible for him.
And you're absolutely right, Kevin. I mean, he's definitely proven in terms of the talent, the skill, and athleticism. What we find out now after dealing with the adversity is, does he have the heart and drive and that competitive spirit to be considered still among the very best?
And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Bulls.
Guys, they are dialed in from beyond right now. They didn't waste any time getting into a groove in this game.
They've established their presence in the paint tonight. Also, a lot of their scoring to this point coming from down low.
The big men are Gibson and Noah. Rose is the 1 with Butler is the 2. And it's Mirotic in at the 3 spot. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. And Ibaka kicks to Morrow. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a 3-point play.
Yeah, that's a difficult shot in the face of a defender that towers over him.
You know, guys sometimes love proving people wrong. You know that from guys you've played with. And Greg, this mismatch gives him an opportunity to quiet the haters and naysayers.
Yeah, okay.
Brooks checked in for the Bulls. And Oklahoma City with a change here, too. McGarry's checked in.
So, you know, Anthony Morrow, one of the real lasers, is a long-range bomber in the league. First rookie ever to lead the NBA in three-point percentage. Hit over 46% his first year. There's always a place for a guy like that.
Here's McGarry, covered by Noah. Stolen by Brooks. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. Gibson passes to Butler. Back to Gibson. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. It's stolen by Ibaka. Here's Westbrook. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
Well, they won't be down for long if they can get some more early offense just like that.
And, Clark, the best way to get that early offense is with steals that allows you to get out of transition.
And talking about Anthony Morrow's development, he did it the hard way. Came in undrafted in his first pro start. 37 points. Remember that game? Most points ever by an undrafted player in his rookie year.
Yeah, it was amazing, that game. And, you know, the 2010-2011 season, he had the second highest three-point percentage in league history. I mean, he's been traded multiple times in his career, though, because he's still refining the rest of his game, wanting to be more than just a shooter.
Shots good from Butler.
And he's really made the most of his opportunities today. I mean, he needs to keep working for those kinds of looks.
Here's Morrow, and that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Morrow's got 19 points.
The points just keep coming for him this quarter, and just at the right time, too, as they try to narrow the deficit.
And when he's got that much of a height advantage on the perimeter, it's really tough on the defender. Easy three-pointer.
Knocked loose and stolen by Mirotic. Throws down the breakaway jam.
Quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slam.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends. That was a good time to call a timeout to try to settle everybody down and get back into their offensive rhythm. They've been coughing up the rock an awful lot.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Well, over the break, I listened in on Billy Donovan's huddle. He said their plan was run their offense through Kevin Durant. Coach reminded his guys that he is the centerpiece of their offense, and he's the one they want with the most freedom to operate. Being in the position they're in, probably a smart move to go to the clipboard and switch things up while we're still in the first half. Kevin?
Thank you, Doris.
And after his last game, really not surprised to see him as hot as he is here tonight.
Brooks kicks to Prince. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two. With a break in the action, let's show you the teams with the most second-chance points last year. Number 1, the Thunder.
Yeah, that was a huge factor for them a season ago. And their ability to attack the offensive glass and then convert those into second-chance buckets. I mean, no one did it better.
2 shots. Group shots.
And the first one at the line is good.
And one thing that I know a lot of fans are worried about it is NBA jerseys with ads on them. It's something the NBA has explored more in-depth recently and would be another stream of revenue for the league.
And with the ads on the jerseys, it isn't something that would sit well with the fans probably, but around the globe, almost every other league in the world has ads on their jerseys.
You know, the NBA has shown that they're willing to try new things with jerseys, much like they've looked at other issues. It started with the sleeve jerseys, and advertisements is just another area they're exploring.
Prince against Durant, and Durant gets double-teamed. To the inside. Out to the right wing. Rockets hits. And with that, the Chicago lead is cut to just 7 on the basket from Westbrook.
He's picking up right where he left off in the first quarter.
Brooks dishes to Prince. Passes to Noah. And he uses the glass on the layup. Noah's got 5 now. For Oklahoma City, they've gotten on a roll and just kept going here in the second quarter. 8 of 8. Wow. Drive by Adams, and he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
And he just leaves the D in the dust and explodes to the basket.
You're right. Clark, maybe a momentum changer right there, huh?
It could be, Kevin. I mean, a dunk like that can sometimes get an opponent reeling.
No clue how he got that one to fall.
And that was not a soft foul he had to get through, Greg. I mean, he had to really power that one up and in.
The Bulls have only 1 missed free throw. They've had 5 attempts and made 4 of them. And the Thunder making a switch here. Collison's out there.
1 shot. 1 shot.
Bulls made the postseason for the 10th time in their last 11 seasons. Last year, they have become a fixture, Greg, in the playoffs in the East.
And how about last season, Kevin, had that interdivision matchup in their first round against the up-and-coming Bucks. Some hiccups for them in that series, but they were able to prevail.
And that one's good. 8 points for Prince. Thunder trailing by 11. Westbrook passes to Collison. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Stolen by Noah. Here's Butler. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Brooks. Brooks has got 4 assists now tonight.
You know, he's putting on an outstanding offensive display, and he may just be getting warmed up here.
Oh, and the jam by Butler.
Just a great job of attacking on the break.
Yeah, you know, exploding to the basket like that, Greg, just as soon as that ball was going the other way, that's exactly how you want to do it.
Shot's good by Waiters.
Timeout for the Bulls.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over.
And who could forget the tear that Westbrook went on last season? I mean, after the All-Star break, it was just triple-double after triple-double for him.
Well, Greg, for Westbrook, as you were talking about him, the triple-double stretch included 4 in a row. He had 6 triple-doubles, Clark, in 8 games. He was sensational.
Yeah, it really was, Kevin. And what's even more amazing was that he was very close to a triple-double, even on the nights he didn't get one. Man, he's a guy who showed you what it means to carry a team.
Pau Gasol's checked in for Noah. And Oklahoma City with a change here, too. Cantor's checked in. The Bulls leading by 13. And Gibson wide open. He shoots. Nailed from three-point land. Gibson's got a pair of triples in the second now for Chicago. Inside, Cantor. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play.
How about battling through the impact there and then willing that basketball in?
Boy, it does your heart good to see that kind of determination in a player. Really excellent focus that time.
Rose, he's checked in for Aaron Brooks. Rose, that's good.
Almost uncontested. I mean, it's nice to be able to add to the lead without having to really work for it.
Double team on Westbrook. Cantor kicks to Collison, and the shot is good. Collison's got his second basket.
Boy, they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basketball.
And Clark, it's a strategy that has served them well during the course of this first half.
Westbrook dishes to Waiters, and stolen by Butler, all alone, and Rose throws it down.
And that fella can flat out fly, can he?
Reminds me of a young Greg Anthony out of
my
UNLV.
goodness.
No doubt about that. Just look at the elevation he climbed to right there.
Kevin, you just made my knees hurt.
That's what sets him apart from so many other point guards in the NBA.
And really just led him to his sweet spot for that finish.
Gibson passes to Butler. Gasol kicks to Prince from the arc, and the shot is good. Prince has got 11 points.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Double team on Westbrook. That's good from Cantor on the assist by Westbrook. 9 points for Enes Kanter.
No, he didn't. Did he just break out the finger roll? That's nice.
And Gibson, here we go.
Elevates and powers in the one-hand.
Textbook.
Yeah, and I'm glad, guys, he doesn't go overboard on that one and get a little too fancy.
You know, guys, Taj Gibson now is 6 full seasons in the NBA, already 30 years old. Seems like just yesterday he was being drafted.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. Kind of like what Derrick Rose has done in this game.
He just continues to light them up. They're going to have to find a way to make him work harder for his points.
And the Bulls making a change here. Dunleavy's checked in, and Oklahoma City with a change here, too. Anthony Morrow's checked in for Waiters. Durant in the corner, and that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. 22 points for Kevin Durant. Getting back to Gibson, he was one of the oldest college freshmen in the country at age 21. Played 3 years at USC. Then he was one of the oldest players in the 2009 draft, even though he declared as a junior.
Yeah, I think the NBA is the only profession where it hurts you to have a lot of experience coming out, because that's one reason why he did drop. I mean, had he been a couple years younger, with his length and athleticism, he very well could have been a top 10 pick. But I tell you what, the Bulls are happy that he wasn't.
That's tipped. Oh, and here comes Rose, all alone. Hammers it home to polish off the break.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And, Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
That indicates the importance of great on-the-ball defense. As was displayed right there.
And watching Nick Collison, he makes all the hustle plays, all the little plays, the things that really will not show up in a score sheet, stat sheet. For over a decade, he's had that role and embraced it.
And Kevin, the other thing he does as a veteran is a coach knows what he's going to get. He doesn't make the mistakes that some players make. And while he's not going to be a great scorer in the post or a high-flying rim protector, his game really is built on intelligence and toughness. And so positioning for charges, making open mid-range jump shots, all the unsung things that help a team win games.
Here's Gasol, and again it's the Bulls from deep.
Yeah, it's such a sweet three-point stroke there, and it can really open things up inside because as good as he shoots it, it forces the opposing bigs to have to step out on the perimeter.
You know, he's not your typical NBA center in terms of height, guys, but he plays as big as any of them, thanks to his incredible bounce ability.
Collison dishes to Westbrook. In transition, here come the Bulls. Prince with the ball.
And really just straight to the basket with a full head of steam.
Well, if you're going to throw it down, make sure you throw it down with force.
Here's Morrow, and that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Morrow's got 13 points now in the quarter.
Pretty passing. Timely recognition as to where the open man was.
A dominating first half of basketball, and so far hasn't been close. Bulls lead by 20. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Yes, Kevin, I'm here with Russell Westbrook. And Russell, how confident are you that regardless of what defender you see in front of you, you can get what you want?
Very confident. I have a lot of confidence in myself. I put a lot of work in the summertime, but I'm very confident.
Russell, thank you so much. Kevin, hard work pays off.
Thank you so much, Doris. Great interview as always. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball shortly.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Well, 2 quarters down, 2 to go. Welcome back. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith. An outstanding first quarter for Derrick Rose. He dropped a ton of bombs on him from long range, 6 to be exact. That's doing some serious damage from three-point land. And Kenny, what did you think about what you saw from Chicago?
They've done a lot of things well, but the way they've taken care of the basketball, valuing each possession so critical to the tempo, so crucial to the offensive flow. They've got a great rhythm, as smart and as safe as they're playing. They made it clear they're not going to beat themselves today.
And big fella, let's get your thoughts on the Thunder.
Well, with the way they struggled to defend the three-point line, it started to look like warm-up drills. They cannot be afraid to bring more defenders out high. They got to make life tougher on those outside shooters.
And now, folks, it's just about time for the third quarter to begin. We will see you after the final buzzer.
We're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third. A fantastic game. From Derrick Rose in this one.
And his play in that first half, how about the discipline to go along with the efficiency, guys? His shot selection was just perfect.
I agree. I mean, whether it's been from mid-range or in tight, he is taking only what the defense is giving him and not trying to do too much. Very much playing within himself.
And on the floor for Billy Donovan. As we get into the second half, inside you've got Ibaka and Kanter. On the perimeter, it's Waiters and Durant, and it's Westbrook in at the 1 spot. And another fast break chance here for the Bulls. Here we go.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at either end, steals, fast break buckets, and the other team scrambling to find its game.
Great point. I mean, that aggression has allowed them to just create a lot of havoc, and boy, are they taking advantage.
Here's Ibaka, and count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line. For one more.
And he's been passive today, but maybe that's what he needs to get him going, because for them to be successful, he's got to be a little more selfish.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
A year ago, he had an 84% success rate on his foul shots, so he was a guy they were always happy to see at the line.
And, guys, if a game was coming down to the wire and an opponent needed to foul, I mean, he was the guy they wanted with the ball in his hands. I mean, shooting the free throws because of his proficiency there.
Free throw good, Ibaka. And, guys, Serge Ibaka's production was just a little off last season. We're not talking, big number changes. We're talking small dips in a number of categories.
Well, one category where he did really fall off, though, Kevin, was field goal percentage. A career 53% shooter, he dropped down to 47.
Fast break. Here comes Chicago. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. That's 7 points for Serge Ibaka.
And getting back to Ibaka, everything changed for him the minute Kevin Durant was lost last season. I mean, defenses could focus on him, and he was the Thunder's only front court scoring threat. And as much as he's improved on offense, he still has neither the flexibility nor skill set to be a guy that can be considered a first or second option offensively.
Boy, he wanted everybody in the building to know who threw that one down.
Hanging on the rim is, I guess, one way to do it.
Yeah, I tell you what, though, you want to make sure you don't get teed up from a situation like that.
Takes a three. Count that one. Ibaka's got 10 points.
Talking about Ibaka, last season was good for his growth. I mean, he got a taste of what it's like to be the first or second scoring option rather than an afterthought. Now it's up to him to take that experience and convert it into improvement.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. Kind of like what Derrick Rose has done in this game.
He's dialed in from long range. They got to stay in his hip pocket and deny him the catch.
Let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Well, over that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Billy Donovan said to the team. He said their plan was run their offense through Kevin Durant. Coach would like to see him utilized in the offense as much as possible. We can expect to see them going to him constantly. Clearly, some adjustments there had to be made because the time left for a comeback is quickly running out. Kevin, over to you.
Always great to hear from you, Doris.
Solid work on the back end of that play.
Yeah, finished hard with two hands on the stuff.
Yeah, nothing extravagant, guys, but again, no need on that one.
That's good.
He's doing it all for them right now on the offensive side. No matter what the defense has done, they haven't been able to find an answer to stop him, and he's had an answer for every defense he's seen.
He had a nice open look right there. Durant's got 29.
And, you know, he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game.
Chicago calls timeout, and going against Oklahoma City, their first meeting of the year.
In their meetings last year, they split the season series.